Historically, one theme that has generated humongous return for its investor is consumption. We have seen many multi-bagger stories from this theme, be it HUL, Dabur, Nestle, Britannia, ITC, Varun Beverage, and the list goes on. And this consumption theme would continue to create wealth for investors. Simple reason is India is one of the largest consumption market in the world with a population of 140 crore people with rising income and spending level. So it's a no-brainer. I'm sure you all can relate to it. Now, if you recall, recently I did a video on Indian QSR sector and highlighted that it can be a potential wealth creator due to growing trend for eating out along with busier lifestyle. And today I want to discuss a small cap company from consumption theme that got listed just 3 years ago and caters to two segments, biscuit and bakery. Company name is Mrs. Bector Food Specialty that currently commands a market cap of around 6,000 crore rupees. Hey everyone, my name is Sahil and this is my Personal Finance Academy. Interestingly, Mrs. Bector Food is into two business segments. First is B2C, that is business to consumer with manufacturing of biscuits. And second is B2B, that is business to business, where it also does contract manufacturing of biscuits for Mondelez, the parent company of Cadbury. As well as it is a leading supplier of buns to top QSR chains like McD. By the way, this is a very inspiring story behind the journey of this company. So in this video, we'll first quickly look at company's journey and then we'll deep dive into its business model, its leadership, financials, future growth plans along with key risks. Finally, we'll look at the valuation part. But before we begin, a disclaimer that this video is only for educational purpose. Please do your own research before investing your money. Alright, let's get started. It all started in 1970s when Mrs. Rajni Bector started her own venture in her backyard and started a catering business of ice cream and baking. Mind you, during those days it wasn't easy for women to start their own business. She always had a love for baking, so her small venture got a tremendous response. After a few years in 1980s, she expanded her business by establishing a manufacturing unit of bread. Later, Mrs. Bector's sons joined the business and a major turnaround in the company business was in 1996 when the company got selected as bun supplier for McD, and eventually company ventured into multiple business lines and got listed on Indian market in 2020. Today, it commands a market cap of nearly 6,000 crore rupees and now the third generation of Bector family is geared up to take the company to greater height. Mrs. Rajni Bector also received Padma Shri in 2021 for her contribution in trade and industry. Alright, now let us look at the business model of the company. Mrs. Bector product portfolio includes two categories, biscuit and bakery product. Within biscuit, it manufactures premium and mid-premium biscuits that include a wide variety of biscuits like cookies, creams, crackers, digestive and so on. In the last few years, company has launched many new categories of biscuit including Trufles, then premium sugar and classic cracker, then pista almond cookie, choco chip cookie, honey oat milk cookies, etc. Apart from this, company also manufactures the Oreo biscuit and Choco Bakes cookie on contract basis for Mondelez, which is the parent company of Cadbury. Within bakery segment, it sells various type of bakery products such as your breads, buns, pizza base and cakes under the brand English Oven. In addition, company has its presence in QSR sector and cloud kitchen where it manufactures and sell a variety of bakery and frozen products such as your burger bun, kulchas, pizza and cakes to the QSR customer, then cloud kitchens, multiplexes such as PVR Limited as well as certain hotels, restaurants and cafe. Company has been making burger buns for McD since 1996. Today, Mrs. Bector has made a strong presence in both biscuit and bakery segment with 5.4% market share in premium and mid-premium biscuit market in North India and around 12% share in the export of business. Consumer bakery has a market share of around 5% in branded segment and around 11% market share in semi-processed and dough-based offering. In terms of distribution, in business segment, company has strong presence in North India, but now it is expanding into new geographies including Maharashtra and Karnataka. It has around 15 depot, 490 plus super stockists, then around 3,200 plus preferred outlet, around 1,180 plus distributors, over 5.8 lakh retail outlet and export to 69 countries. In bakery, company has around 600 plus distributors with 35,000 plus retail outlet and in FY23 company has sold more than 3 lakh packets every day. Company has 3 manufacturing facility of biscuit with 2 in Punjab and 1 in Himachal, then 3 manufacturing facility for bakery, 1 in Noida, then Maharashtra and 1 in Karnataka. In biscuit, company is running on 90% capacity utilization, and in bakery, company is around 71% capacity utilization. In terms of revenue breakup, in FY23, company's total revenue was around 1300 crore, out of which around 800 crore is from biscuit segment and around 500 crore is from bakery. So it's a nice balance in both category. I hope you got a decent understanding of company's business model. Now if you look at the leadership, Mr. Anup Bector, son of Mrs. Rajni Bector, is the MD of the company. He has more than 25 years of experience. Then Mr. Manu Talwar is the CEO of the company. He has over 3 decades of experience in the industry. He is an ex-CFO of Voltas and Pepsi and also worked with Coca-Cola, Airtel in the past. And now, third generation member of the family, Mr. Ishan Bector and Suvir Bector, son of Mr. Anup Bector, are ready to lead the company in the next phase of growth. Ishan Bector did his bachelor's from Michigan State University, US and master's from ISB. He currently heads the bread and bakery segment of the company. And Suvir Bector has done his master's in supply chain from Cass Business School, London. Now let us look at the financials of the company. If you look at the sales, it has consistently grown from 691 crore in FY18 to 784, 762, 881, all the way to 1436 crore. Operating margins have also improved from 12% to current levels of 14%. Company's net profits have grown from 36 crore in FY18 to 112 crore in trailing 12 months. That's 3 times growth in last 5 years. On profitability, company's ROE and ROC has improved from pre-COVID levels of 12-13% to currently ROE at 16.5% and ROC at 20%. Company's debt has also reduced over time and currently at comfortable levels of 0.23. Company has been consistently generating cash from operation that currently stands at 164 crore. Its inventory days have improved to 39 days and cash conversion cycle has also improved to 26 days. So the growth in last 5 years has been consistent. Margins have improved, profitability has improved, debt has reduced, and overall financials are looking very stable. Now let us look at the most important part, that is future growth. First of all, if you look at the market size, the biscuit and bakery retail market of India is valued at around 57,000 crore and this market is estimated to grow at 10.5% CAGR to reach around 77,000 crore by FY26. The key growth drivers include rapid urbanization, growing middle class population, changing consumer taste and lifestyle, where people like to visit supermarkets or order online via e-com channel and purchase a lot of snacks, biscuits and so on. As per research, India has the lowest per capita biscuit consumption in the world at 2.5 to 2.6 kg compared to over 4.25 kg in Southeast Asian countries like Singapore, Hong Kong, Thailand, Indonesia and more than 10 kg in US and Western Europe. These gaps create an opportunity to grow and extend the organized market for biscuit and bakery item over a multi-decade period. Now within biscuit segment, there is a growing trend of preference for healthy and nutritious biscuit that are gluten-free, low-calorie, low-fat, high-fiber and so on. Hence, manufacturers are responding by introducing biscuits that are made up of whole grain, oats, honey, nuts, seeds and fiber and protein-rich ingredient. Recently, there's a lot of focus on using millets in manufacturing biscuit. Indian biscuit market is mainly dominated by branded players with more than around 90% market share. Now, if you look at the bakery segment, India has a very low per capita consumption of bread at around 1.5 to 1.7 kg, whereas in Singapore, per capita bread consumption is around 20 kg, 46 kg in US, 65 in Germany, and close to 100 kg in the UK. Moreover, the QSR sector in India is bound to grow, that would again fuel the growth of the company. In short, there's a huge growth opportunity for Mrs. Bector to grow in both biscuit and bakery segment. Now, if you look at company's strategy for growth, it has 4 key pillars of growth. First is capacity expansion. Company has planned an investment of around 350 to 400 crore between FY23 and 24. For instance, it is adding 2 new biscuit lines at Punjab facility that is expected to complete by Q2 of FY24. Then it's adding new bakery plant in NCR that is expected to complete by Q3 of FY24. Then it's constructing a new biscuit plant in MP for FY24-25. And then it's expanding its bakery plant in Maharashtra. Management in its latest con call mentioned that this capex of 350 to 400 crore between FY23 and 24 is expected to increase the top line from current levels of 1300 to around 2400 in the next 3 years. So you can get a fair idea about company's growth in the coming years. Then second growth pillar is new launches with focus on premiumization. Company is consistently expanding its SKUs with launch of new categories like Malta, truffles, pista almond cookie, non-stop potato crackers and so on. Then third is widening the distribution network. Currently, company has its direct reach to 1.6 lakh retail outlet, and management has set a target of doubling this reach to 3.2 lakh retail outlet by FY24. So distribution is going to play a crucial role in company's growth. Then fourth is branding. Company has been spending on marketing to increase its brand awareness and top of the mind recall. Now that we have covered all the key aspects, let us look at the key risk for the company. So the first risk is raw material fluctuation risk. Raw materials like wheat, sugar, etc. constitute more than 50% of company's expense. So any increase in raw material cost can negatively impact company's earning. Then second is family differences. Mr. Bector, MD Mr. Anup Bector has two brothers, Ajay and Akshay Bector. Although there are family differences, and hence Mr. Anup Bector along with his family has disassociated themselves from his brothers, and there was a family settlement in terms of brand separation. Now in the past, Mr. Ajay Bector has made certain allegation against Anup Bector. So this can be one of the risk factor. And then third risk is competition risk. Both biscuit and bakery is a hyper competitive market with many established players, including national brands like Britannia, Parle, ITC, along with multiple regional brands. Now let us look at the valuation and shareholding pattern. Mrs. Bector launched its IPO in December 20 at peak of bull run at around 288 rupee, and the share got listed at 73% premium to quickly touch levels of 500. From there it fell down to levels of 250 rupee, but it has again recovered and touched high of 1100. Although there is a slight correction, and currently share is trading at levels of around 1000. At current level, company commands a market cap of around 6000 crore and a PE ratio of 53. Now if you look at the consumption stock, they'll always trade on higher PE multiple. For instance, Britannia is trading at a PE of 52 and commands a market cap of over 1 lakh crore. The key reason is low working capital in this sector, and cash conversion cycle is very fast, and that results in high profitability. So I think that considering the future growth potential, current valuation of the company is looking reasonable. Neither too high nor too low. On shareholding, promoters have around 51% stake in the company, and there's a good interest from both FIs and DIs. FIs hold around 7.5% stake and DIs have 18.2% stake. Interestingly, DIs have consistently increased their stake in the company in last 5 quarters. That clearly shows even DIs are bullish on this company. Public holding is around 23%. So I hope you got a good picture of company's business model. Mrs. Bector has created a strong brand name in the biscuit and bakery segment, especially in North India, and now it is also expanding into other parts of the country. Company is expanding its capacity, distribution network, adding new products in the pipeline, and expecting a revenue of around 2400 crore in the next 3 years. I think that there's a very good opportunity in this company to grow multifold times in the coming years. Although at current levels, I don't see a lot of valuation comfort, but it looks like an SIP grade stock to be added on a consistent basis. Now tell me in the comments, what is your take on this company? Is it worth investing your money? And also let me know which stocks you want me to cover next. If you find this video useful, do share it with your friends. I'll see you next video. Till then, take care.